Hey guys, it's Ron here, and today I'm going to talk about the new Osmo Action and kind of give you my take on it after this. Guys, so actually I'm filming this video on the Osmo Action right now. It's not something I would normally do. I'm using its audio and video capabilities. It's sitting right there in front of me. It's just sitting on a little tripod. And, you know, my first take on it is when I opened it out of the box, it looked nice. It looked much like a GoPro. Same design. I'm sure you've seen a bunch of reviews out there. And in fact, I'm going to put a couple of the reviews in the link in the description below. Kind of goes over in different detail that I've seen. You know, very good videos by Sean Oz and Billy Kyle. Shooting in 4K 30 frames a second. I know it does 60 frames, but I'm not seeing it necessary when I'm just sitting here doing a video like this. But I'm going to kind of go over it. My thing I want to use this for is I'm going to mount it on my mountain bike. I ride a bike loop here. I'm going to do that. I'm also going to be doing time lapses from my vehicle. I'm going to do some of those for future videos. That's what I primarily use this for. I'm not the action kind of guy based on my physique. You can tell I'm not a rock climber or a snowboarder or anything like that. But I do avidly ride my mountain bike on bike trails and up in the mountains here in Washington State. I'm going to take this with me and see how it performs. So far, I don't see this dethroning the GoPro by any means. However, it gives you a different option, a different choice from a reputable company. We all know GoPro is a reputable company, and us drone pilots know that DJI is a reputable company who have great products and good cameras. Let's touch the subject of knockoff. So, you're going to see a lot of videos out there that may or may not call this the knockoff. They may call this the GoPro Slayer. They may call this the king of the action cams. They may crown this the king of the action cams, whatever the case may be. That kind of sounds familiar. Knockoff and, I don't know, king of the action cams or dethroning the king type thing. Kind of sounds like, oh, I've also heard GoPro killer. So that sounds like the Autel Evo. So I heard it calling it the Mavic killer. Sound familiar, guys? All you pilots out there? I've also heard it calling the Evo being called a knockoff. DJI, how the tables have turned, right? Because now you came out with an action cam, and now everybody's saying the same thing about you as they said about Autel Robotics. Man, how history repeats itself. What goes around comes around, right? No, I'm going to tell you guys the same thing I said when the Evo came out. It's good for competition, right? All we do is we benefit. We're going to get the technology and the new features and all that stuff. We're going to get the savings when they start going to battle with one another. And because DJI came out, it's $50 less. Now the GoPro's going to be less. And now they're going to hopefully start competing against one another. And then all these tech guys will come out and say, oh, it has this feature and it has this feature. And guess what? We benefit. The consumer benefits. That's the great thing about this. So there's going to be some fanboys out there. And there's fanboys of GoPro and there's fanboys of DJI. I just happen to know a fanboy of both. His name is Sean Oz. Links in the description below. He does great comparison videos. He's, I think, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, he might be leaning one side when it comes to GoPro versus DJI, and it's tough for him. Inside him, I know he's just sitting there going, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because he's such a fanboy of DJI and he's such a fanboy of GoPro. I think he's leaning towards the GoPro side here, but he's still going to show his allegiance to DJI because he flies their drones. So he might stick to the drone segment with them or whatever, but whatever the case may be. Check out his link in the description below. He has some great videos, and he actually uses this for what it's really for. Action cam. He does a lot of snowboarding and skateboarding and stuff, which you're not going to see from me, but I trust me on that. I'm really interested to see what this is going to be capable of doing. I haven't checked out the image stabilization. However, I have heard from other reviewers and people on YouTube and people who actually own the camera that what's the word I'm looking for? The features on here, the stabilization does not work in a lot of the features. So I'm hoping DJI gets a firmware out there. Also, my phone is right there that I'm using it to control this. And when I do this, it's usually it's about a second behind. So, and I'm going to kind of show you here what this looks like right here. Now watch this. So with that being said, you know, that's probably going to be fixed with firmware. Now, before I put the firmware on there, there was a slight lag when I did that because you have to update the firmware. So I know this is more of a firmware thing than anything. I'm sure the firmware update will tweak it. As we all know, if you guys own DJI drones, that firmware updates is something very common for DJI. They usually get on it really quick and they fix it like that. So with that being said, now the cool thing is I bought this from DroneWorks. So DroneWorks, I'm a very big customer of DroneWorks, and they gave me a discount code. I'm going to put in the link in the description below. RM Photos 2019. You push in that discount code, it's going to save you roughly 5%, which if you do the math, it's about 18 bucks. So I don't see any other discounts out there for any for this device yet for DJI. Anyway, if there's any questions or if you want to go ahead and purchase this, go ahead and in the link in the description below. It's not an affiliate link by any means. It just takes you to the website. Go ahead and put in the code RMPhotos 2019. Save yourself about 18 bucks and go from there. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're a pilot, drone pilot, happy flying. And guys, be safe. Take